Hello. Animals. In many circuses, wild and exotic animals are trained for the use of intimidation and physical abuse. Former circus employees have reported seeing animals beaten, whipped, poked with sharp objects, and even burned to force them to learn their routines. Elephants who perform in circuses are often kept in chains for as long as 23 hours a day from the time they are babies. More than 25 million vertebrate animals are used in testing in the United States each year. When invertebrate animals are thrown into the mix, the estimated number rises to as high as 100 million. By 2022, 20% of all species will be extinct if no action is taken. It is estimated that on an average it takes 1,000 dogs to maintain a mid-sized racetrack operation. New greyhounds are continually entering the system to replace greyhounds that are grayed off due to injury, age, or poor performance. There are currently over 30 tracks operating in the United States. Tens of thousands of wild and domesticated horses from the United States are cruelly slaughtered every year to be used for horse meat in Europe and Asia. Since the last horse slaughter plants in the US were closed in 2007, thousands of horses have been shipped to Canada and Mexico for slaughter. Many studies have found a link between cruelty to animals and other forms of interpersonal violence. Neglect and abandonment are the most common forms of companion animal abuse in the United States. A fur coat is pretty cool for an animal to wear. 18 red foxes are killed to make one fox fur coat, 55 minks to make a mink coat. Children. In 2008, 1 out of every 601.4 children were victims of physical abuse, with parents of victims accounting for 80% of abusers. 2.34 children out of 100,000 die from injury relating to their abuse, with 80% of deaths occurring in children under 4 years old. For every incident of child abuse or neglect that gets reported, it is estimated that 2 others go unreported. Neglect is by far the most common form of child abuse, accounting for more than 78% of all cases. Physical abuse accounts for 17.8% of documented child abuse cases each year. 1/4 of all girls and 1/6 of boys are sexually abused by an adult before the age of 17. 8 out of 10 sexual abusers are someone in the family or someone the child knows. Every month, at least 100 babies are born to drug-using mothers. Of kids who have a parent who uses drugs, 1 in 13 is physically abused regularly. Abused children are more likely to use alcohol and become addicted to drugs, and 1/3 will later abuse their own children. Of all prison inmates, 84% were abused as children. ICP chat. Read my lips. I am 1 vote for total equality for all beings on the planet.